Ladies and dudes, it is time for the second half of my top 5 list to begin. Of my top 5 most favorite moments that featured the second half of Angels and Demons. And yes, ladies and dudes, for the second half of this film, we're finally going to get introduced to Robert Lyndon in his priest form when he becomes a demon. And speaking of Robert Lyndon becoming a priest, a demon in human form, he is truly John Wick and Otto 1 combining as one. He does have the dark edginess and some bit of the tough side here or there like John Wick, but he does have black clothing in him. But he does have the compassion and the humanity just like Otto 1, and he does wear brown shoes. And also, he is still wearing his Mickey Mouse watch in his very own wrist. If you know what I mean. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes, and welcome back for my part 2 event of the top 5 of my favorite moments that came from in the second half of Angels and Demons. I just gotta go ahead and redo this video all over again from scratch, and this time no more distractions, because I think the one I did is really bad. So here we go, ladies and dudes. I gotta go ahead and redo this list all over again from scratch. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, the second half of the film of Angels and Demons is truly my most favorite part of this movie that I really love the best. And this is the reason why. Seeing Robert Lyndon as a priest, and he becomes a demon in human form. Yeah, in this picture, this is the part where Robert Lyndon is not being himself. That's for sure. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, the second half of the movie is 10 times more interesting than the first half. That's for sure. And there's too many great moments to be found. Something that will truly blew me away from start to finish. So I guess you want to know what is my most favorite parts that I really enjoyed the best that came from in the second half of this wonderful, underrated film that featured Tom Hanks. Well, let's go ahead and do it right now. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to part 2 of my top 5 most favorite moments that featured the second half of Angels and Demons. And yes, ladies and dudes, I got a couple of honorable mentions. Some of the moments that did not featured in my list. Like when the third Carnate dude died for a very tragic reason, and thanks to that assassin dude, he just ruined it. A very dark moment in the whole entire movie. There was one firefighter I really do like who was very darn quiet for all this time, and he let Robert Lyndon to do his very own thing for what he needs to do in the map. And yeah, the shocking plot twist that was revealed from Ewan McGregor's character. Something about wolf in sheep's clothing. And also, I really love the end of the film as well. The ending was pretty darn touching and heartwarming. That's all I could say about that. And now for my top 5 favorites. So, here we go, ladies and dudes. Excuse me, some edginess on my throat, so please forgive me for that. So, here we go. Coming at number 5 is getting to introduce to Robert Lyndon in his priest form. I really love this scene very much, and I watched it a couple of times. Well, back from last year, I did see this scene again from the past summer, I guess. I really love this scene very much, and this is how Robert Lyndon is no longer the professor. He is now a priest, but a professor in disguise. And I freaking love that meeting scene very much, that featured pure, epic, dark storytelling. Oh yeah, that's my cat, River. She's meowing. Okay, back where I want to say. I really love this scene very darn much. And this is the part in the whole entire movie where Robert Lyndon, he's no longer himself, he's just another person. And nobody had never recognized him, not one single character in the movie. Not Ewan McGregor's character, maybe partly afterwards, not the Swiss Guard people, or truly Victoria. So none of the characters had recognized him, and no reaction to that either. Everybody should all feel sorry for Robert Lyndon for looking like another person that we never seen before. So this is a very dark, big-lipped alligator moment that nobody will never forget in film history. So this is the reason why it has to be at number 5. Coming at number 4, another good dark edgy moment on the list, where Priest Robert Lyndon and this bodyguard kid is being trapped in a dark library. Who doesn't remember that powerful epic scene in the movie? Something that'll give you a big giant edge to your seat. I really love this scene very much. The part where Robert Lyndon and this bodyguard kid are trying to find a way to get out of that library before time runs out. And since the power went out for some unknown reason, we don't know who the heck did it, and there's no oxygen in that place, so they only got a couple of minutes to live. And Robert Lyndon is trying to find a way to get out of there alive. And this is where he did 2 big lip alligator moments that happened one time only, and you'll never see those moments ever again. The part where he knocked over a bookshelf with a lot of books, and he's trying to use it to break the glass, but it didn't work. And he decided to use a gun for the very first time, but he used a couple of bullets here and there in the glass, and that was pretty much it. So, yep, I really love that scene very much, and it does feature some good, dark, epic storytelling. That's for sure. So I gotta put that moment at the number 4 spot. And coming at number 3, I got a tie. Just a tie between these 2 great scenes, and I can't tell which moment I like the best. The one that featured Ewan McGregor with his speech, or the moment between Robert and Victoria? I can't tell which one I like the best. And I will admit that Ewan McGregor did a pretty good job, and he did one epic moment in this movie where he did make a powerful epic speech to all the priest dudes who did the conclave thing. He told them about the Illuminati had returned for some unknown reason, something about science and religion, and he wants to tell everybody the truth that Rome is in grave danger. Yeah. Something I will never forget in film history, and Ewan McGregor is almost there to steal the show, but not that close, but almost, that's for sure. And as for Robert and Victoria, I really love the part in the second half of the movie where they have to continue on their mission of trying to find that canister. They believe that the canister is hiding in that Castle of Angel building place thing. And they want to be sure if it was there or not. And this is a really good development for Victoria, that she has to be a bodyguard for Priest Robert Lyndon, and she needs to protect him at all costs. job is she has to protect Robert Linden while he is still in his demon form. And she has to be a she for it. And yes, ladies and dudes, it is very darn true in the book that Robert Linden and Victoria were about to have a relationship. But I just don't like the part where they have to have a relationship thing in the book. I think that part of the story was a bit too rushy and rushed development or something like that. And there was one point in the movie where that assassin dude was about to rape Victoria in the book. That would be a very scary moment to notice about. But I think the movie version did it way better. And I think it's a better idea if Robert and Victoria are just really good friends and they're kind of like a brother and sister type of relationship. And they're trying to get to know each other for a short period of time, and this amount of time only. So overall, I got two good moments that deserve to be a tie in the number 3 spot. Coming at number 2 goes to the main climax of the movie. Man, I really love that scene very much. Who doesn't remember the part what Ewan McGregor did in that scene in the movie, where he decided to take the canister out of church. He has to go to the helicopter and he went up above as soon as he can so the canister won't explode Rome and let all the people die. So he has to do his best to protect everybody at all costs. It's just a powerful, epic scene for only 8 minutes and 8 minutes only. Such a great scene that nobody will never forget in film history. So I gotta put that moment at the number 2 spot. And finally, my number 1 most favorite moment of all time in movie history that came from one of the most greatest underrated films of all time that came 16 years ago. And one of the best Tom Hanks scenes of all time that featured a great big lipped alligator moment that happened one time and one time only, and you'll never see it, heard or mention about it ever again for the rest of your life. So coming at number 1 goes to the underwater sequence. And this is the reason why that Robert Linden does deserve to become the unknown priest. For one good reason only. He became the unknown priest on a mission and tried to take care of the job once and for all in the underground world of Rome. And yeah, he did swim with his priestly clothes on all the way through from start to finish. And it's all about he risked his own life to rescue the last Carnate dude before he drowns to death. It's such a powerful, epic, unique, and one of the most best mind-blowing scenes ever in film history. And one of the best underwater scenes of all time in movie history. No wonder Robert Linden is such a great swimmer, but also he became a great hero in this movie. Hands down. What else I could say for the number 1 spot? That's for sure. And there you go, ladies and dudes. Those are my top 5 most favorite moments that I really did enjoy for the second half of Angels and Demons. I hope you enjoyed this list. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your most favorite moment of all time that featured angels and demons for both first and the second half of this movie? And which Robert Linden do you prefer? The professor or the priest? Well, whichever it is, just leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for my next videos to come. So, I'll see you all later, and sayonara.